Hello everyone, welcome to ITLS Academy. It is a great learning platform to learn anything and everything from the comfort of your home. Let me introduce myself. I am your mentor, Gitanjali Jha. I am a content creator, storyteller, experience designer, corporate trainer, and an author. With over 15 years of cross-functional experience across leading brands like H&M, Shoppers Stop, Godrej, and Future Group, I stand at the powerful intersection of business, creativity, leadership, and entrepreneurship. My journey has been one of turning ideas into impactful stories through visual design, transformational training programs, and the written words. As a corporate trainer, mentor, and entrepreneur, I have conducted pan India workshops on soft skills, technology, leadership, and professional excellence, impacting employees and emerging leaders across the retail and service industries. I don't just train people to perform better, I help them think like leaders, act like entrepreneurs, and build careers with ownership and purpose. I have had the privilege of serving as a guest lecturer at NIFT and Vogue Institute and of contributing to non-profit education initiatives through Unnati, where I work closely with young minds to help them rise beyond limitation and circumstances. Trust me, giving back brings boundless joys to us. Alongside my corporate journey, I am also a published fiction author of two novels, F Factor and Love Arranged. Storytelling is at the heart of everything I do. It shapes how I communicate, how I train, and how I help leaders connect with people, vision, and impact. My academic foundation includes a degree in fashion technology from NIFT, an MBA from NIRM, and professional certifications in digital marketing from Google and content design, a blend that fuels both strategic leadership and creative execution. Today, I work with leaders, startups, and entrepreneurs to help them build confidence, clarity, communication power, and conscious leadership so they don't just grow businesses, they build legacy driven brands and purpose led success. So, today we will be learning about biotechnology product sector. It's a vast area and biotechnology touches our lives every day. Right? This is lecture 9. How biotechnology is being used in everyday. We use biotechnology in our everyday life, from creating revolutionary products and technologies that fight against diabetes and rare diseases to reducing carbon emissions, promoting effective industrial manufacturing processes, creating pest-resistant crops, and in challenging areas such as forensic sciences and biodefense. Right? So traditionally, biotechnology sector has been divided into four sectors, right? Blue biotechnology, red biotechnology, white biotechnology, and green biotechnology. Now we have whole rainbow series of colors in biotechnology sector. So we'll be learning about it in detail. Right? So let's understand different types of biotechnology. Like the stripes of the rainbow, the different biotechnology applications are grouped generally into 7 colors or research and development areas. In this section, we highlight the most relevant of each of them. Red biotechnology. This is the health branch, and according to Biotechnology Innovation Organization for the development of, it is responsible for more than 250 vaccines and medications such as antibiotics, regenerative therapies, and the production of artificial organs. Number 2 is green biotechnology. It is used by more than 13 million farmers worldwide to fight pests and nourish crops and strengthen them against microorganisms and extreme weather events such as drought and frost. Right? White biotechnology. This is industrial branch which works to improve manufacturing process, the development of technologies to make industry more efficient and sustainable. Yellow biotechnology. This branch is focused on food production and, for example, carries out research to reduce the levels of saturated fats in cooking oils. So it helps in giving us more nutrient-rich, healthier food options. Its main function is to genetically improve products so that there is a higher quantity or quality of food. Next is blue biotechnology. This exploits marine resources to obtain aquaculture, cosmetics, and healthcare products. At the environmental level, the aim is to preserve marine
species and ecosystems. In addition, it is the branch most likely used to obtain biofuels from certain microorganisms and algae. Right? Next is grey biotechnology. Its purpose is the conservation and restoration of contaminated natural ecosystem through, as mentioned above, bioremediation process. So, pollution is a major challenge. Lakhs of people are dying due to air pollution, water pollution every year. So, grey biotechnology aims to reduce the environmental pollution and works towards more sustainable environment. Gold biotechnology, it is responsible for obtaining, storing, analyzing and separating biology that is specially related to DNA and amino acid sequences. It will help in customized medical treatment. Next is brown biotechnology. This comes from green biotechnology with the aim of taking advantage of arid and desert soils to include highly resistant plant species that increase the flora and biodiversity of this environment. So, in deserts, fertility is almost no or very less. So, brown biotechnology aims to increase the green cushion in areas where soils are less fertile by developing more resistant plants. Purple biotechnology. It deals with the legal study of the various aspects of biotechnology. They are closely related to intellectual property, patents, and the biosafety of processes involving living organisms, right? So everything related to IPR patents come under purple biotechnology. Next is orange biotechnology. This includes the dissemination of information of interest to the other branches. It is carried out both in the fields of education and scientific dissemination with new advances in biotechnology. Black biotechnology. This includes all research work on microorganisms that can be manipulated to attack human health. Its main activities are related to biological warfare and bioterrorism, right? So, now war is not only fought by weapons, we are developing bioweapons. For example, in China labs, bioweapons are being developed. So all this come under black biotechnology. We should avoid doing this as an entrepreneur, but this exists, so we should know about it. What are the advantages of biotechnology products? It reduces carbon dioxide emissions by 52%, optimizes the use of water, and reduces waste and chemical processes thanks to techniques such as recombinant DNA. So it helps in reducing the pollution and creating greener environment. It improves medical diagnosis, reduces infection rates, minimizes the side effects of medications, and favors progress in developing countries. It favors healthy and sustainable agriculture, provides more nutritious, toxin and allergen-free food, and limits the use of pesticides and chemicals. It helps to reduce poverty and hunger. One of the objectives of biotechnology is to enable more land to be cultivated and more food to be produced. Now, how are we using biotechnology products in our daily lives? We already understood the uses of biotechnology, and these are few examples. Biotechnology touches every aspect of our lives. Okay, so first example is biofuel. Biofuel is obtained by fermenting sugars extracted from plants to ethanol using a similar processes like the one used in beer and wine making, right? Biofuels like ethanol and biodiesel are blended with petrol and biodiesel to meet the legislation on greenhouse gas emissions, right? When the blended biofuels are used in road transportation, the fuel can reduce their carbon impact. So, overall, the emission of vehicles reduces if we are using biofuel, and air pollution decreases to a great extent. So, we should aim to use biofuels whenever possible and promote the culture of sustainability. Number 2 is vaccines. Vaccines are introduced in the body's immune system to fight pathogens when they attack. It is achieved by introducing weakened versions of the disease into the bloodstream. These weakened disease pathogens are extracted using biotechnology techniques like growing the antigenic proteins in genetically engineered crops. Right? So there are various vaccines which have been developed to ensure better fight from various diseases. Number 3 is bioremediation. This is basically related to biodegradation. Bioremediation has to do with utilizing biotechnological applications to develop an enzyme that goes beyond pre-treating some industrial and food waste components so that it allows for efficient removal of sewage systems, right? So carbon footprint decreases. We should all try to incorporate it in our enterprise. Pest-resistant crops. Biotechnology has offered various techniques for the creation of crops that naturally display anti-pest characters. Instead of dusting and spraying the plants with pesticides, the plants become naturally resistant to pests. So, we don't have to eat pesticide mixed foods, which has certain side effects. For example, bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis gene being transformed into crops. Instead of transferring pesticides, natural bacteria are being transferred to make crop more resistant towards pest and to retain its original nutrient value. Right? Now, next is environmental engineers. What is environmental engineers? They have discovered a clean and safe way to dispose of waste. It is again related to sustainable and cleaner environment. They do this by introducing nutrients to stimulate the activity of bacteria in the soil at the waste site. The bacteria digest the waste, thereby turning it into harmless byproducts, right? After consuming the waste, the bacteria either die or return to their normal population level. There are situations where the byproducts of the bacteria are useful and can be used for other valuable purposes. So it is basically related to recycling, right? So products which are otherwise harmful are being recycled by bacteria and then they can be further recycled. So there is less emission, less harm to the environment. Isn't it amazing? Yes. Next is cheese production. For over 20 years, the cheese we eat is created with a biotech enzyme, chymosin, right? Which is a natural enzyme found in calves and used to curdle milk during cheese production. Using biotechnology to produce the enzyme makes it abundant and purer while removing the need to use animals to make cheese. Approximately 60% of all hard cheese products are now made with a biotech enzyme. So now we are eating cheese in everything: bread, cheese, bread, cheese pizza, pasta, cheese paratha. So where are we getting this cheese in abundance? From the biotechnology, right? So even being without a biotech entrepreneur, we are using biotechnology in our everyday life. Next is alcoholic drinks. One of the most basic uses of biotechnology is in the area of alcohol production, where, for example, is made from water, barley, beer, yeast, and flavoring, right? So during production, the starch contained in the barley is converted to sugar by enzymes, then it is fermented. Then the brewer's yeast metabolizes the sugars to produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. The enzymes and microbes are standard rules used in industrial biotechnology. Right? Next is biotechnology, defense and public safety. Military weapons have gone biological, as we explained biowars. Therefore, military units and disaster responders are now faced with threats from biological and chemical substances. There are now biotechnology products produce enzymes that can break down toxic chemicals, including nerve-damaging gases like sarin and sodium. So it is very, very dangerous. So avoid being tempted to produce these, even if they are extremely profitable. We have to be ethical first. Those dangerous gases are broken down in an effective, convenient, and environment-friendly way. The enzymes are simply mixed with water and sprayed at the site of attack. Right? Now, forensic science. DNA fingerprinting. Every living organism has chromosomes which are made up of DNA sequence. Right? We learned it in biology in school. The DNA sequence is unique for every individual. That's why every individual is unique. Identifying the pattern of DNA sequences is done in forensic DNA analysis, so that by using biotechnology tool. This helps in identifying a suspect in a criminal investigation, in paternity cases, or identifying unrecognizable victims in a catastrophe. Right? Also, DNA sequencing is being studied to enhance the customized treatment for various diseases such as cancer these days. So it is a very, very important breakthrough. So there are so many sectors of biotechnology where you can contribute as a biotech entrepreneur. So see what is your area of interest where you can think you can make the biggest difference and work towards your dream. Now another example is, let's understand biotechnology products by examples. Pest resistant crops, right? So agriculture biotechnology has addressed one of farming's oldest challenges, protecting crops from destructive pests without relying heavily on chemical pesticides. Scientists developed crops that produce their own pest resistance by incorporating genes from Bacillus thuringiensis are naturally occurring soil bacteria. These genetically modified crops express proteins that are toxic to specific insects but harmless to humans and beneficial insects like pollinators, right? So this helps in maintaining better balance of ecosystem. Some of the advantage of these approach are reduced dependence on chemical pesticides which can harm beneficial insects and contaminate water supply. Lower production cost for farmers who spend less on pest control measures, so their profit will be more. Decreased environmental impact from pesticide runoff and application. Right? Second example is engineered human insulin in medical field. Before biotechnology transformed diabetes treatment, insulin came from the pancreases of slaughtered cattle and pigs. These animal-driven uh, insulin was expensive to produce, cruel, limited in supply, and sometimes triggered immune responses in patients. So, what changed this? Recombinant DNA technology changed this completely. Scientists inserted human insulin genes into bacteria, specifically E. coli, creating living factories that produce human insulin identical to what the pancreas naturally makes, right? This biotechnology breakthrough offers several advantages. It eliminates allergic reaction that some patients experience with animal insulin, provides unlimited production capacity to meet global demand, delivers insulin that the body absorbs more predictably and efficiently, reduces the formation of antibodies that can interfere with insulin effectiveness. Right? So, insulin development through biotechnology has been a big breakthrough, especially for the treatment of diabetes, which is like a major disease in the world these days due to our lifestyle and other factors. Right? Now, let's explore this very interesting topic further. Explore the nearest biotech cluster, go there, meet people, understand about them, learn them, their latest innovations and products, see which product sector they are working, why they choose it, and how they are contributing towards betterment of daily lives, how these are being used in our day-to-day lives. The more you will learn about your industry, better products and services you can make, because you will be knowing what is already existing and what needs to be developed, right? Based on your today's learning, what will be the USP of your startup? What will be its story? How you will define its values, mission, and vision? So, understand different product sectors, learn about it, visit different enterprise with different product sectors, see their working, how they are treating their workers, what is the timeline for making their products and services, who are their customers, and how they are helping overall in the development of all these, so that you can decide on what you exactly need to do. All the best.
Follow us on social media, Insta, Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. Subscribe to our channel to get more related articles and keep learning. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, share, and subscribe. You can call us at our helpline number, and if you have any doubts, you can also comment in the comment section. Have a great day. I'll see you soon with next video.